Sir, today it's my proud privilege to introduce such a versatile personality, Sushma Maurya, founder and director of Aram Yoga Institute. She has more than 18 years of teaching experience in yoga. She is a lead examiner in Yoga Certification Board Ayush and is working as an assistant professor in Swanand Yoga Vidya Gurukul Latur. She is a co-compiler of Yoga Teacher and Evaluator textbook for level 3 and Yoga Master textbook for level 4. She is UGC NET qualified in Yoga, MA in Yoga, PGDYS, QC1, 2 and 3, DFY, CCY, YTTC and MA by education. She is Ayush level 2 and level 3 qualified as well as level 4 Yoga Master qualified. Apart from yoga, she has a diploma and master's in education. She is a black belt and state level champion in karate. Professor Sushma Maurya is honored with Yoga Shri Award by Indian Young Olympian Federation and Patanjali College of Yoga and Research Center. She is working in association with various renowned institutes, corporate schools, NGOs, gymkhanas, clubs, etc. With this brief introduction, I request Professor Maurya to please take up the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashita ma'am, for such a lovely and nice introduction. Thank you, Premal sir, for giving the introduction of International Yoga Day, and Vijay sir also. Thank you so much. So should I proceed by sharing this PPT?
Okay. Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So namaste everyone and welcome you all for this session. Topic is health benefits of yoga and we are doing on the behalf of International Yoga Day. Okay. Karo yog, raho nirog. Okay. So wish you all happy International Day of Yoga, which is on Wednesday. Now always in yoga we begin with the prayer. So I'm going to chant a universal prayer. You can also chant with me, or you can chant any prayer which you like, or you can just sit quietly and meditate. Okay? So wherever you are sitting, just keep your back straight and eyes closed. Make yourself very comfortable. Okay. Relax your facial muscles. Relax your back muscles. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3 Omkar chanting. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Meaning of this prayer is, may all be happy, may all be free from illness, may all see what is auspicious, may no one suffer. Om, peace, peace, peace. सब सुखी हो, सब निरोगी हो, सबका मंगल हो, किसी को कोई दुख ना मिले. शांति, शांति, शांति. Now rub your palms, cup your eyes, remove your hands and gently open your eyes. Now for today's session, I'm going to take more theory part. As you all know that yoga is not only theory, most of the yoga portion is with practical, but today we are going to stick more with theory, and at the end we are going to cover little bit practical also in the yoga. So what is International Day of Yoga and why we celebrate it? That our Sir Premal sir has already told you that it is proposed by our Minister, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji in United Nations, and from 2015 we have started our first International Yoga Day, and since then we are celebrating on every 21st June that as an International Yoga Day. Why he has chosen this? Because it is the, you can say, longest day of the year, and also it has many other significance in the other parts of the world also. That is why they have chosen this day. And also that the theme for this yoga, every year they keep a theme so that the yoga should reach like in every houses, and also every individual should start doing yoga or adopt yoga in their lifestyle. So yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Okay? So this yoga is for everyone, every individual in who are in this world. It is for everyone. Now, those who are very new, because most of the people they start performing yoga or they involve into yoga or they start knowing about yoga on this auspicious day, on the from the International Yoga Day, start doing yoga or they adopt yogic lifestyle. So those who are already in yoga, they must be knowing the physical aspect of yoga. But today I'm going to show more about the theoretical part of yoga, like what is yoga, from where it has started. Okay. So what is the etymology of yoga? What is the meaning of yoga? So that yoga has, it is a Sanskrit word. Okay? And every Sanskrit word has a root word, Mula Dhatu. So its root word is yuj. And from the yuj, the yoga has come. So the meaning of yuj is to unite, दो को जोड़ने वाला, दो को मिलाने वाला, to integrate or to unite. So ultimately, if you see that meaning of yoga is to union between Jivatma and Paramatma. Jivatma is like individual self. Okay, you can say your soul. And Paramatma, which is the universal self, or you can say supreme soul. Okay, but nowadays nobody wants to like reunite with Jivatma, Paramatma. Ki that is not our target or our purpose. For us right now in this world, right now in the 21st century we are living. So our purpose of yoga is just to integrate our mind and body. And if you go on higher purpose than the spirit also. Okay. So yoga is, for us, yoga is the union between your mind and body mostly. And you can say if you go later on, then it is a spirit or your soul. So mostly yoga, we see it is a, some people think that yoga is asana, only a body posture. But yoga is not a body posture. It is a like whole living your lifestyle. Like it includes everything. How you should live your life. Okay? All together is yoga. So it also includes the discipline in the life. It also includes the breathing or breath control and the meditation also, and how to get a good body, healthy body, and also relaxation. Shanti and Vrishranti also included in the yoga. Okay? So the first person, yoga is very old, but the first person who has compiled yoga from A to Z is known as Maharshi Patanjali. Around 2,500 years back. Okay. From the every scriptures he found the yoga essence and he compiled in one book, and that book name is Yoga Sutra. And in that book, Patanjali has defined yoga as yoga chitta vritti nirodha. So he has given the meaning of yoga, that yoga is the removal of all the फ्लक्चुएशंस ऑफ द माइंड, हमारे मन में जितने भी थॉट है, जितने विचार है, उन सबको रोक देना, उन सबको स्टॉप कर देना, दैट इज योगा. Once there are less thought or there is no thought in your mind, then you can very easily connect to your soul. That was the purpose of Patanjali's yoga. Now many of you know the text Bhagavad Gita. आप सभी में से बहुत सारे लोग भगवद गीता पढ़ते होंगे, और at least you know about Bhagavad Gita. So yoga is very old, and in the Bhagavad Gita also definition of yoga has given. Few words are very familiar for you also. If you see, samatvam yoga uchyate, meaning is yoga is the equanimity of mind. Like when you are in the balanced state of your mind, like everybody, in daily routine we say ki, okay, calm down or relax your mind or balance your mind and body. What is the meaning? So yoga takes you towards the balancing, towards the equanimity of mind. So when your mind is balanced, in the balanced state, that is yoga. It is the definition given in the Bhagavad Gita. And also yoga karmashu kaushalam. So yoga is the art of performing action. Like whenever you are performing anything, you are doing any action, physical or mental action. Okay, if you are doing perfectly, if you are doing with full equanimity of mind, then it is known as yoga. And also the third definition given by Bhagavad Gita, that yoga bhavati dukkha, means yoga is the destroyer of all miseries. सो आज की लाइफ में हमारा जो स्ट्रेस है, टेंशन है, फ्रस्ट्रेशन है, एंजाइटी है, फियर है, इफ यू परफॉर्म योगा देन ऑल दिस विल गो. ओके, सो ऑल द डेफिनेशन गिवन इन द भगवद गीता, ओके, it is given so that we can say in short that yoga gives the benefit of physical also, emotional also, mental also, intellectual also, and spiritual benefit also will get through the yoga. Through these scriptures, the earlier scripture and ancient scriptures, we know that all the benefits are given about the yoga. Now, origin and history of yoga, like how old yoga is, because sometimes you feel that yoga is 100 years or 200 years, or some feel that 500 years old. Some say yoga is in Bhagavad Gita, in Mahabharata. Lekin in Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita are also that earlier text. They are not the oldest text. The oldest text is Veda. Okay, oldest text, or you can say in the world, Veda is the first book in the written form. It is the first scripture, or it is the first granth in the world, whole world. That is Veda. पूरे दुनिया में जो वेद है वो सबसे पहली पुस्तक है जिसका प्रमाण हमारे पास है. ओके, and in that Ved book, उस वेद की बुक में योगा की चर्चा की गई है. The reference of yoga is given in that Ved. और वेद का जो लास्ट पार्ट है is known as उपनिषद. In that उपनिषद पार्ट योगा बहुत ज्यादा उसमें मेंशन किया हुआ है. And because we have this proof of Veda कि वेद की बुक में योग का जिक्र है, योग की चर्चा की गई है, और वेद की बुक जो है वो around 5000 years old है, उसका प्रमाण है हमारे पास. So at least we can say that yoga is as old as Veda. तो हमारे पास प्रूफ के साथ है कि योग कम से कम 5000 साल पुराना है. So yoga is around 5000 years old. This praman we have, this proof we have. And also afterwards researcher has found that yoga is around 10,000 years back also, क्योंकि जो स्कल्पचर्स मिले हैं, खुदाइयां होती है, उसमें जो मूर्तियां मिली हैं, स्टैचूज मिले हैं, that all the statues are in the form of yoga postures. जो हम योगा आसनास करते हैं, फिजिकल पोस्चर्स करते हैं, वो पोस्चर के रूप में हमें योगा के या जो स्कल्पचर्स मिले, मूर्तियां मिली, वो उस फॉर्म में थी. So on that basis also we can say, and that civilization is more than 10,000 years old. So based on that also we can say yoga is 10,000 years old also. उसके भी पहले होगा, but we do not have proof, so we cannot say accurately, but at least 5,000 and 10,000 years we can say. Now what is the purpose of yoga? अभी पहला जो purpose था योग का, है ना, earlier days that yoga is 5,000 years old and now yoga still we are doing. तो क्या वो योगा जो 5000 साल पहले करते थे और आज जो योगा करते हैं दोनों सेम है क्या? प्रैक्टिसेस सेम है क्या? और the things which are we are doing is the same. No, it is, there is lots of difference. Like earlier days, the ultimate of yoga was to remove our sufferings from the life and to get the liberation, to get the moksha, or to ये जो हमारा life और ना death का जो cycle है, birth और death का, to destroy that, okay, to eliminate that. That was the main purpose of yoga. But nowadays, in today's scenario, that is not our purpose. We want to be fit and fine. We want to calm down our mind. We want healthy body and healthy mind. We want to boost our immunity. We want willpower. We want more concentration. Okay. So जो yoga 5000 साल पहले था, that was more mental oriented because the people used to do lots of physical work. लोग 5000 साल पहले या पहले के लोग ज्यादा फिजिकल वर्क करते थे हर चीज को पाने के लिए, लाइक फॉर द फूड आल्सो दे हैव टू डू फिजिकली समथिंग, ओके. बट नाउडेज वी आर डूइंग लेस फिजिकल वर्क एंड मोर मेंटल वर्क. सो अर्लियर पीपल, because they are mostly involved physically in daily work, so they practice more meditation and pranayam. वो ज्यादा प्राणायाम और मेडिटेशन का अभ्यास करते थे मेंटल पीस के लिए. और आज क्योंकि हम फिजिकल ज्यादा एक्टिव नहीं रहते, मेंटली हम ज्यादा एक्टिव रहते हैं, इसीलिए आज आसन ज्यादा पॉपुलर है, फिजिकल पोस्चर ज्यादा पॉपुलर है. नाउ देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ मिसकंसेप्शंस अबाउट योगा. आई एम श्योर आप सभी के पास भी बहुत सारे मिसकंसेप्शंस होंगे. आप अपने चैट बॉक्स में भी लिख सकते हैं. सो एट द एंड वी विल कवर दैट ऑल्सो, अगर आपके पास कुछ मिसकंसेप्शन है योगा के बारे में. So mostly people, those who does not know much about yoga, they think that yoga is something samadhi milna, है ना, mukti milna, or it is kind of magic, it is kind of getting tantra mantra or some rope stick. Okay? Or some people think that yoga is only that posture, physical posture is yoga. Okay? Yoga asanas are only one part in the yoga. Okay? It is not the whole yoga. Now that yoga which we are doing right now and which is the most important in the current present scenario, like in the 21st century, okay, this classical yoga is very famous. So classical yoga, which is compiled by Maharshi Patanjali, like around 3rd to 600 BC, in between that Maharshi Patanjali had written a book. And in that book, he has compiled everything from A to Z, like from the beginners till the Samadhi or Moksha. He has written everything about yoga. And that book is known as Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. And in that book, he has mentioned the Ashtanga Yoga, that 8 stages of yoga or 8 limbs of yoga, or 8 limb parts of yoga from the beginning till the end. And that is known as Ashtanga Yoga or classical yoga. And those 8 limbs are Yama. Yama is the, when you are living in the society, you should follow some ethical values, okay? Like Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. And Niyamas, like there are personal observance, like there are some niyama, some rules which you should follow for yourself. Okay? Sauch, Santosha, Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishwar Pranidhan. Later on, we will discuss on this. And now asanas. Asanas are physical postures. So yama and niyamas are more for mental. Okay? Asanas are physical. Pranayam is on pranic level. Okay? Controlling of life force through breath control or regulating your breath. Okay? Pratyahar is withdrawal of your sense organ, or you can say Pratyahar is more withdrawal of your sense organs or the preparation for the meditation. So if you say left side, yama niyamas are mostly practices for yourself, okay, which nobody can guide. Ultimately, you have to perform. Asana and pranayam you should learn from the teacher. But pratyahar, dharana and dhyan and samadhi is more on intellectual level, or you can say spiritual level. Okay, dharana is the concentration. It is the before the meditation practice. Dhyana is meditation, and samadhi is the highest level of concentration. Okay. Now here our topic is like health benefit of yoga. So we'll see what is the role of yoga in health and wellness. Okay. So for our mostly people say ki change your lifestyle and you will get a good health, change your lifestyle. So how to get that correct lifestyle, how you should know that my life is in a correct direction. And this health and wellness are very related to each other. Okay. And according to WHO, that World Health Organization, he has given the health, this definition of health, he has given that a state of complete physical, mental, social and spiritual well-being. Okay. And not merely an absence of disease or infirmity. अगर आपको कोई बीमारी नहीं है तो आप एकदम ठीक हो क्या? ऐसा नहीं है. You are healthy? No. Okay. So you should be physically fit also, mentally fit also, socially and as well as spiritually fit also. Then only you are a healthy person. Now we'll see what is wellness. Wellness refers to complete health. Okay, rather than just physical health. Wellness to health and wellness are very much related. So wellness is also not only free from disease, but also you are, okay, like there should be no illness, there should be no stress in your life, and you should be emotionally also healthy. Okay, and you are also getting your leisure time, and your life is going joyful, and you have very good relationship, and you are happy state. That is the well-being. So wellness is, and this wellness involves everything, no? From physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, everything. And definition of wellness is, okay, the quality or state of being in good health, especially as an actively short goal. Like if you have decided to achieve some goal, and for achieving that goal, you are maintaining that your physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional health. That is wellness. And you know wellness in many ways, like some says it is a wellness, fitness, all wholeness, healthiness, soundness. Okay, this all everything is one only, and yoga helps you to achieve all these things. Okay? Your emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being. How that we are going to cover it at the mostly the end part. Now today I'm going to share you about the 8 dimensions of wellness. आपके हेल्थ के या वेलनेस के जो 8 उसके पहलू हैं, डायमेंशंस है, वो हम लोग आज यहाँ डिस्कस करेंगे. एंड ऑल्सो यू कैन चेक योरसेल्फ कि व्हाट इज योर वेलनेस, आपका वेलनेस लेवल क्या है, वो भी आप सेल्फ बाय सेल्फ चेक कर सकते हो. सो 8 डायमेंशंस में फर्स्ट है फिजिकल वेलनेस. इट इज रिकॉग्नाइजेस द नीड फॉर फिजिकल एक्टिविटी. हाउ इज योर डाइट, how is your activity, physical activity, how is your sleep, how is your nutrition you are taking. And intellectual wellness is if you are recognizing you have creating ability, you want to learn something, you want to expand your knowledge, you are learning new skills and you are applying those skills in your lifestyle also. And emotional well-being is like you are coping effectively with life and creating satisfying relationship. So whatever your emotion is, you are not like immediately replying that, responding that, but you are taking everything in a balanced state. So if you are angry, if you are not agree with something, if you are angry with something, so suddenly you are not delivering to other person. In fact, you are making yourself calm, and at the appropriate time you are telling the whatever you want to convey that person. Now social well-being is developing a sense of connection, belonging and a well-developed support system. Okay, so social well-being is like connecting with the people. Nowadays this social connection is only till the social media reh gaya hai, but connecting without social media, like connecting person to person. Okay, direct connection is comes under social well-being. It is not like social media pe connect hona wo social development nahi hai. Okay, so you have somebody in your life, okay, friends, family, to whom you can share your problems or you can talk freely. अगर आपके पास ऐसा कोई है, दैट मीन्स आपका जो सोशल डेवलपमेंट है वो अच्छा हुआ है, या ऐसा कोई सपोर्ट सिस्टम तैयार करना आपके लिए, या कोई कम्युनिटी तैयार करना जहाँ पे आप जो हो वो एक्सप्रेस कर पाते हो. And financial wellness is also very, very important, as you all from all that background, you all must be knowing this, how important this is. So satisfaction with the current and future financial situation comes under financial wellness. And the spiritual wellness, spiritual expanding our senses of purpose and meaning in life. It involves your values, your purpose. And also occupational wellness. It is the personal satisfaction and enrichment derives from one's work. Like whatever you are doing, are you happy with that? Okay, or whatever you are doing, are you doing happily your work, skillfully are you doing? Okay, if you are doing well, or you are whatever is your job, you are happy with that, then your occupational wellness is fine. Otherwise, you need to check it. Now, environmental wellness is good health by occupying pleasant, stimulating environment that support well-being. So nowadays we have, we are going away from our environment, our nature. इतना दूर जा रहे हैं कि जैसे ही हमें छुट्टी मिलती है और वी फाइंड सम पीस, तो हम भागते नेचर की तरफ. नेचर के लिए भागने के लिए वी गो, घर से निकल के हमें दूर जाना पड़ता है टू फाइंड द नेचर. हम इतने दूर हो गए नेचर से कि वी कांट कीप नेचर, है ना, हम अपने घर के नजदीक नहीं रख पाते. हमें नेचर से कनेक्ट होने के लिए भी बहुत दूर जाना पड़ता है. दिस इज द सिचुएशन. सो ट्राई टू बी, है ना, क्लोज टू नेचर. यू कैन make little bit scenario essay like that in your office or in your home also. You can do some plantation, you can do some greenery, you can keep your environment clean. So I have one task for everyone. आप सभी के लिए, अगर आपके पास नोटबुक या पेन होगा या कुछ पेपर होगा, और you can note down in your mobile also. So focusing on the 8 dimensions of wellness and also can increase your productivity and reduces health care cost also, and increasing your earning potential. तो ये wellness test है. wellness test में क्या करना है आपको? You are going to give marks to yourself. ये किसी को आपको बताना नहीं है, ये आपके self के लिए है. Okay? So you can self decide कि on what level you are. ये जो 8 dimensions है wellness के, उसमें कौन से level पे हो आप. So you can give marks to yourself. अगर आप poor हो, है ना, so you can not at all. So if you are not following those things, so you can give marks 1. If you are following little bit, ना, not at all the way, कि उसमें है ही नहीं, and pretty much got it or totally got it. अगर आप सभी कुछ follow कर रहे हो उसमें से, तो आप 4 मार्क्स दे सकते हो. थोड़ा फॉलो कर रहे हो 3 दे सकते हो. इफ यू आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ एट ऑल 1 दे सकते हो. ओके, इफ यू आर नोइंग इट बट स्टिल नॉट स्टार्टेड फॉलोइंग, तो आप उसको 2 दे सकते हो. इन दिस वे यू कैन गिव मार्क्स टू योरसेल्फ. और अगर आपके मार्क्स ज्यादा आए, है ना, तो आप समझ सकते हो कि मेरा ये वेलनेस ठीक है, दूसरा वेलनेस पे काम करने की जरूरत है. अगर आपके मार्क्स कम आए तो आपको उस वेलनेस के ऊपर काम करने की जरूरत है. So first we'll take physical wellness. Okay, physical wellness की जब बात आती है तो we can see कि how much regular exercise you are doing. Okay, आप physically कितने active है, कितना exercise कर रहे हो, आप वो check करो. If you are doing every day, then you can give 4 marks to you. If you are going, है ना, someday not, you can give 3 marks. If you are not going, है ना, or if you are occasionally going, कि कभी कभी जाता हूँ, 2 marks. If at all not going, then you can give 1 marks. Like that you can start giving you marks. Okay? Feeling comfortable with your body. उठते बैठते समय आपको comfort रहता है, या बैक एक होता है, या नेक में कुछ स्ट्रेन होता है. If that is there, then like your physical wellness is not good. You need to improve that. Are you eating healthy food? ये healthy food तो you सबको लगेगा yes, I eat healthy food, but honestly when you eat something, जब आप कुछ खाने जाते हो, आपके मन में एक बार जरूर आता है should I eat this or no, मैं खाऊं कि नहीं खाऊं. अगर ऐसा सवाल आपके मन में आए, जैसे ही ये सवाल मन में आए, that means that food is not good for you. from inner side you are knowing that is why this question came. Okay, तो उस समय उस चीज को avoid कर सकते हो आप. Okay? In that way you can develop a good healthy diet. Now sleeping habits, are you taking sleep regularly on the same time or you are taking proper sleep? आपके जो ना 6 to 8 hours के sleep है वो आपको मिल रही है, या sleep से पहले आप अपने आप को sleep mode में जाने के लिए what you are doing, are you taking some precautions? Okay, are you reading some books or you are meditating और शांति से लेटते हो, ऐसा कुछ habit आपने develop किया है क्या? And developing healthy habits. Okay? आपके जो भी फिजिकल हैबिट्स है कि बॉडी को है ना, कब सोना है, कब खाना है, क्या खाना, अगर आप ये हेल्दी जो डाइट है या न्यूट्रिशन है या हैबिट है आप बॉडी को डाल रहे हो कि नहीं, है ना. इफ यू आर रेडी टू एक्सेप्ट दिस कि मुझे ये डेवलपमेंट बॉडी के लिए, फिजिकल वेलनेस के लिए करना है, इफ यू आर डूइंग देन इट इज गुड. नाउ अंडरस्टैंडिंग हाउ योर बॉडी वर्क्स. इफ यू नो दैट व्हाट इज माय बॉडी लिमिट और हाउ माय बॉडी विल वर्क, है ना. जब हम नहीं जानते तब हमें इंजरी होती है या तब हमें कुछ एक्सरसाइज करने जाते हैं, क्रैम्प आ जाता है एंड वी फील कि अरे ऐसा हो गया. बट इफ यू नो योर बॉडी देन यू नो कि हाउ आई शुड गो, हाउ मच आई शुड डू, हाउ मच आई शुड एक्सरसाइज. ओके, सो इफ यू आर फॉलोइंग एवरीथिंग देन यू कैन गिव 4 marks. इफ नॉट देन यू कैन रिड्यूस योर मार्क्स. Now, intellectual wellness. So intellectual wellness includes using your creative abilities and critical thinking skill. Okay, how much you are like developing learning skill. Okay, आप नए नए स्किल सीख रहे हो क्या? अगर सीख रहे हो तो उसको किस तरह से आपके लाइफस्टाइल में ला रहे हो? Okay, are you expanding your knowledge? Are you expanding your skills by books or by some training or by some article? And are you keeping yourself, sometimes you play mental games like, you know, challenging puzzles, or you are learning new languages or new instrument. Are you doing this? If you're not doing this, that means somewhere in the intellectual wellness you are lacking. So you need to add those things. Okay, and how is your concentration and focus? If it is very good, then good. Nahi hai zyada, then you need to work on it. एंड ऑल्सो क्लियरिटी इन डिसीजन मेकिंग. अगर हर बार आपको ऐसा लगता है शुड आई डू दिस और डू दिस, ऐसा आता है, दैट मीन्स यू आर मोर इनटू डाउट्स, देयर इज नो क्लियरिटी इन द माइंड, दैट मीन्स देयर इज नीड टू बी इम्प्रूव योर इंटेलेक्चुअल वेलनेस. नाउ इमोशनल वेल-बीइंग. okay, it includes like having healthy relationship with self and also others, being able to ask for help and expressing feeling to people you trust. अभी इमोशनल वेलबींग में क्या आपने ऐसा आपके परिवार में, आपकी फैमिली में, आपके रिलेशन में कोई ऐसा है जिसके साथ आप अपने पूरी फीलिंग को एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हो, बता सकते हो विदाउट एनी हेजिटेशन? डू यू हैव समवन लाइक दिस इन योर लाइफ? If yes, then your emotional wellness is fulfilled. If not, then there must be, you know, you find somebody, okay, and you find some relation ki jiske sath aap khud ko आप share कर सको freely. So being aware of feelings and having control over them and behavior. Many times we do not have, you know, control over us, our emotions. किसी ने कुछ कहा तो हम तुरंत रिप्लाई कर देते हैं और ना appropriate नहीं है वो भी बोल देते हैं. And we show our anger also sometimes. So if you are not able to control all this thing, okay, that means there is emotional wellness is lacking. You need to work on it. Okay, and also learning strength and developing assertiveness, having a positive self-image and confidence. अगर आप ज़्यादातर नेगेटिविटी में रहते हो, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लो है, that means emotional wellness और improve करने की जरूरत है. Okay? So you need to improve your positivity and also ability to express the wide range of emotions like happiness, sadness, anger, joy, fear, frustration, gratitude. ये सब आप express कर पाते हो कि नहीं कर पाते? If you are not able to express, then there is problem. Okay? You need to work on it. If you are doing this, then it is well. So your emotional wellness is very good. Now, social wellness includes like focus on maintaining social connections through social and volunteer groups and being able to interact with a diverse group of people. So if you are a part of some social group, some community, I'm not talking about the social media, okay, not with mobile or with the laptop, with the computer. I'm talking about actually physically, if you have some social gathering, if you are doing or you are a part of some social group, then your wellness is complete. If not, then there is lack of that. Being aware of your impact in your community, and also having a strong support network of family, friends, co-workers and peer group whom you can trust, and developing fun, positive relationship and having a sense of belongings. And also, do you have any friends or do you know anybody in the society so that when you need someone, रात को 2 बजे भी अगर आपको help की जरूरत लगे, so that you can call that person. अगर आपके पास ऐसा कोई सोशल ग्रुप है, ऐसा कोई सोशल कम्युनिटी है कि हाँ यहाँ पे मैं बात कर सकती हूँ, यहाँ मैं है ना, उनको 2 बजे भी रात को बुलाओ, दे विल कम. ओके, सो इफ यू हैव दिस काइंड ऑफ है ना some social people you are connected with, that means social wellness is fine. If not, then there must be, you need to work on this. And also if somebody else needed you, then are you ready to help them, and on what level you can help. अगर वो आपको रात को फोन करते हैं, are you ready to help them really or no? Okay, so this comes under social wellness. If you are doing that, or if you have someone कि मैं इनके लिए ये कर सकता हूँ, that means at least few people you should know जिनके लिए आप कर सकते हो, वो आपके लिए कर सकते हैं. Now financial wellness, it is like maintaining a budget and monitoring spending and using money wisely and exploring way to save money. कि आपके पास enough budget है, you have a target to achieve, and for that you have a budget, and also how to spend money, where to spend money, you have a full note on it. Okay, and also you have financial freedom also, and you have plans for the future also, you have goals for the future also, and also you have the financial literacy कि आपको पता है कि है ना how to pay bill and how to use my credit card. If something is happening, then how to report to the bank or how to find my bank statement. All these basic details, if you know, then it is good. If you're not knowing that, you need to work on it. Now, spiritual wellness. So spiritual wellness includes like values. So everyone has, you should have values, your principles, your belief, and you should live your life with that. And also the other people's, like you are supporting or you are accepting the other people's values, principles and belief also. So it comes under spiritual wellness. Okay, and through your meditation, through prayer, you can enhance this spiritual wellness more. Occupational wellness is there also, like taking personal satisfaction in your occupation and having a good work-life balance. If you are doing work-life balance, then it is good. Are you happy with your occupation? Whatever you have chosen job, are you doing it, or do you love it, or you are doing just because you have studied on that topic and that is why you have to take this occupation? Are you doing for that, or you really work your job? Okay, and also developing good work habits and job related skill. Continuously you should enhance your skill for that occupation related, and also you should explore other career opportunities also. You should volunteer in your occupation also, and also you should not say, if you are not satisfied, then you should work on it. Okay? If you are satisfied, like after doing your 8 to 9 or 10 hours of work, if you are feeling satisfied, then it is good. But after doing your 8, 9, 10 hours of work or job, if you are feeling frustrated every day, if you're not happy, that means there is no occupational wellness. You need to work on it. And also the environmental wellness. So it is for being in nurturing and healthy environment, using eco-friendly products, adopting recycling products more, and having a peaceful and positive environment around you. You should also है ना, once in a week or once in a month you should go for jal vihar or van vihar, because jal water are, है ना, it is a very good stress busters, waters are. तो किसी नदी के किनारे, तालाब के किनारे आपको जाके वहां पे समय बिताना चाहिए, and that water will take all the negativity and stress from you. And also the greenery, you know, the plants, trees, they are also very good stress buster and, you know, giving you more positive energy, and you get good oxygen. Okay, and also it prevent pollution also. So creating a very nice environment in your house, in your office also, you can complete this environmental wellness. So if you are keeping your all these 8 dimensions of wellness, then your life is balanced. If you are lacking in any part, like you must have given the marks for everything, you can do the total. If you are getting higher marks, then it is good. If you are getting less mark in every dimension, then you need to work on that dimension. See, if one dimension is good, then it will balance to the other also. लेकिन अगर आपका एक डायमेंशन बैलेंस नहीं है तो उसका असर दूसरे डायमेंशन पे ऑटोमेटिकली होता है. Okay, so that is why you need to work on all the 8 dimensions of health. And to do this, here yoga comes in your scenario. Okay, कि आपकी ये जो 8 dimensions है उसको पूरा करने में योगा काम आता है. तो योगा जो है वो किस तरह से काम करता है हमारे शरीर पे, माइंड पे. So yoga gives deep relaxation at the muscular level. हमारे muscles को relax करता है. That is why physically we feel good, है ना, and fit also, healthy also. Yoga works on pranic level. हमारे breathing के ऊपर वो काम करता है. So it maintain our pranic level. So that is why we are more calm and relaxed. We can control our mind also. It increases creative and will powers at mental level, so you improve positivity and confidence into you. It sharpens at the intellect and calms the mind down at the intellectual level. Okay? So in the world you have many techniques to enhance your body, mind. आपके शरीर को मजबूत बनाने के लिए, आपके mind को sharp करने के लिए, आपके emotion को balance करने के लिए, there are many other various techniques are there. But to enhance your intellect, आपकी बुद्धि के विकास के लिए only yoga has the technique. सिर्फ योगा में है जो आपकी बुद्धि का intellect का विकास कर सकती है. It enhances your intellect also. So this power has only yoga has this power. And also it enhances happiness in the life, and also it gives good emotional balance in the life, and it leads you towards the spiritual life. और कैसे जाता है? Here the Ashtanga Yoga comes in the scenario. So as earlier we have discussed about Maharshi Patanjali. He is the person who compiled yoga together around 2500 years back, and he has written the book Yoga Sutra. In Yoga Sutra, in the second chapter, he has mentioned this about Ashtanga Yoga, that there are 8 limbs of yoga, there are 8 paths of yoga. ये जो 8 पाथ है योगा के, है ना, वो परफॉर्म करने से आपके जो 8 डायमेंशंस है वो पूरे हो जाएंगे. ओके, सो फर्स्ट इज यम, सेकंड इज नियम, थर्ड इज आसन, फोर्थ इज प्राणायाम, फिफ्थ इज प्रत्याहार, सिक्स्थ इज धारणा, सेवेंथ इज ध्यान, एट्थ इज समाधि. Okay, so yama are for moral restraints. When you are living in the society, then you need to follow yama. अगर आप सोसाइटी में हो, आपको सोशल, है ना, इमोशनल जो वेलनेस है वो एनहांस करना है, तो आपको यमा और नियमा फॉलो करना ही होगा. सो यमाज आर 5, ना. अहिंसा, अहिंसा इज नॉन वायलेंस. सत्य, सत्य इज ट्रुथ. अस्तेय, अस्तेय इज नॉन स्टीलिंग. Okay, aparigraha, non-gathering the things, and brahmacharya, celibacy. Now you will say कि all these are very higher goal, okay, to follow. But here Patanjali is saying it is not possible for grihastha people, those who are living in family. It is not possible for them to follow on 100% level. But still, if you start following from 1%, 2%, it will give you benefit. तो योगा की सबसे अच्छी ब्यूटी ये है कि इसमें आपको कोई नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं है. नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं है मतलब कि इसका कोई साइड इफेक्ट नहीं है. इफ यू प्रैक्टिस 1%, you will get the effect of 1%. If you practice 2%, you will get the effect of 2%. जितना आप अभ्यास करोगे उसका फायदा ही होगा, इसमें कुछ नुकसान नहीं है. दिस इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ योगा. नाउ नियमास आर 5. नियमास आर फॉर योरसेल्फ, कि आप सोसाइटी में रहते हो तो आपको ये 5 नियम फॉलो करने हैं, खुद के लिए करने हैं. फर्स्ट इज शौच. शौच इज क्लीनलीनेस. तो क्लीनलीनेस नॉट ओनली बॉडी को क्लीन करना है, प्योरिटी ऑफ योर माइंड, अपने माइंड को भी क्लीन करना, एंड क्लीन योर एनवायरमेंट ऑल्सो. उससे हमारी बहुत सारी समस्या अपने आप सॉल्व हो जाएगी. संतोष. संतोष इज कंटेम्पलेशन. वॉट एवर यू हैव, है ना, सेटिस्फाइंग विद दोज थिंग इज संतोष. फिर आपको ऐसा लगेगा, ओह संतोष है, दैट मीन्स आई शुड नॉट, है ना, डूइंग माई वर्क. जो है उतने में मैं खुश हूं, तो मुझे ज्यादा एफर्ट नहीं डालना है. So this is not the purpose of Patanjali saying. He is saying कि after putting your 100% effort, whatever outcome, whatever result you are getting, satisfy with those. Okay, that is the meaning of this. Sauch, Santosh, Tapa. Tapa means performing your duty. Whatever your duty is, like a teacher's role is different, a doctor's role is different, a policeman's role is different. एक टीचर, है ना, गलत शब्द नहीं बोल सकता, अब्यूज नहीं कर सकता, बट एक पुलिस वाले को वो सब होता है, राइट, है ना. लेकिन एक डॉक्टर का काम होता है बचाना, तो वो किसी भी लेवल पे आके मरीज को बचाना, डिजीज को कम करना, वो उसका पर्पज है, उसकी ड्यूटी है. तो नोइंग योर ड्यूटी, वॉट एवर ऑक्यूपेशन यू हैव चूजन, नोइंग योर ड्यूटी एंड डूइंग दैट, दैट इज तप. तप मतलब आंख बंद करके तपस्या करना ही नहीं है हिमालय पे जाके. In today's scenario, this is tapa, performing your duty honestly, that is tapa. Okay? Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is knowing yourself. Okay? अपने आप को जानना, self analysis करना, वो स्वाध्याय. And ईश्वर प्रणिधान, like after doing everything, putting everything 100% and, you know, doing everything 100%, many times there is scenario that सिचुएशन इज नॉट अंडर योर कंट्रोल. दैट टाइम यू फील फियर. आपको बहुत फियर आता है, गुस्सा आता है, एंजाइटी आता है कि अब मैं क्या करूं ऐसी सिचुएशन में. फॉर दैट सिचुएशन पतंजलि हैज सेड दैट ईश्वर प्रणिधान, डू कंप्लीट सरेंडर टू गॉड, बिकॉज द सिचुएशन इज नॉट अंडर योर कंट्रोल, सो यू कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग. सो यू कैन जस्ट सरेंडर, like whatever will happen, you are going to accept that, and it is good for me. In this way you can keep yourself calm and relaxed. So yama and niyamas are, those things are to enhancing your values, your morals. Okay, so living life, these are 2 things to you should follow, and for this you are only going to follow. Nobody else is going to tell you, like whether you are following yama for 5% or 10%. You are only the person who can tell. Okay, now asanas. Asanas are postures. Okay. So yamas and niyamas are the first 2 parts of yoga. These 2 parts maintain an individual's internal and external harmony. And also through this you can achieve a well-being and harmony in the society, in your life. Okay. And it also reduces your stress and your strain in the life. Okay. Now asana, the body postures. This the body postures, you know, it gives you lots of benefit, like it gives you good strength, good balance in the body, good flexibility in the body, and also it tones the body, and through that it improves your blood circulation. It also removes the toxins from the body, and also it reverses your aging. Like, है ना, अगर आपकी उम्र ज्यादा है, maybe if you are aging 60 years, maybe your organs age will be 50 years or 40 years also. Okay? And also it increases your flexibility in the spine, in the joints, okay, which looks or makes you more younger. Okay, so, and it also corrected your posture also. And through practicing all the asanas, there are many asanas like sitting asanas, lying down asanas, standing asanas, whatever level of asanas you can do. For beginners, it is not necessary that they should perform all the advanced asana or fancy asanas. Okay, you can start with so simple joints exercise, simple warm-up exercise in the asanas, and through that also you will start getting the benefit. Mostly the people who has disease, who are doing therapy, for them simple poses are mostly more effective than doing advanced poses. So through asana, you can reduce your hypertension, your anxiety, your insomnia, your obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes. You can reduce your stress also. And also you can improve your immune system through the practices of asana, through the postures. Now pranayam. Okay. So pranayam is like breathing exercise. Prana is your vital energy. Okay. So you're breathing your vital energy, उसको channelize करना, उसको circulate करना, उसको regulate करना, that is pranayam. And through pranayam, okay, you can maintain your prana as well as you can maintain or calm down your mind, and also the energy throughout the body. आपके body में प्राणायाम के through आप पूरे body में energy channelize कर सकते हो. Okay? तो जिनको भी breathing से related disorder है और मेंटल डिसऑर्डर है, स्ट्रेस है, एंजाइटी है, फियर है, कॉन्फिडेंस कम है ना, आपके ब्लॉकेजेस है हार्ट में, या फिर आपको अस्थमा है, ब्रोंकाइटिस है, इससे रिलेटेड जो भी प्रॉब्लम है, थ्रू प्राणायाम प्रैक्टिसेस यू कैन रिड्यूस दिस एंड गेट क्योर आल्सो थ्रू दिस प्राणायाम प्रैक्टिसेस. नाउ मेडिटेशन. Meditation is a higher in the Ashtanga Yoga, in the steps of Ashtanga Yoga. It comes later on, but it has lots of benefit of meditation. Okay? And through the practice of pranayam, you can lead to the meditation. Meditation आप direct नहीं कर पाओगे. It is very difficult to concentrate. Meditation मतलब concentration का next level है. So if you are able to focus on one point, that is meditation. If you are able to focus on one point for longer duration time, then it is a meditation. So meditation ऐसे direct नहीं हो पाएगा, but through the practices of pranayam, you can lead towards the meditation. So meditation से क्या होगा? It will slower down your breathing. So your breathing becomes more deeper. आपके lungs की capacity को बढ़ाना, आपके हार्ट रेट को बैलेंस करना, ब्लड प्रेशर को नॉर्मल करना, आपके सिंपैथेटिक और पैरासिम्पैथिक नर्वस सिस्टम है उसको बैलेंस करना, आपके जो ब्रेन है ना, राइट हेमिस्फीयर लेफ्ट हेमिस्फीयर, उसको बैलेंस करना, उसके फंक्शन को है ना एनहांस करना कि दोनों ब्रेन एक साथ काम करे, उसके लिए मेडिटेशन और प्राणायाम बहुत ही अच्छा है. और बाकी की जो मोस्टली योगा में कहा गया है कि ऑल 90% डिजीजेज आर साइकोसोमैटिक. साइकोसोमैटिक मतलब मनोशारीरिक. पहले आपके मन में वो बीमारी आती है, बाद में शरीर में आता है. एंड हियर मेडिटेशन विल हेल्प. तो मेडिटेशन क्या करेगा आपको, आपके मन में ही वो जो रोग है, जो डिजीज है वो आने नहीं देगा, तो आपके शरीर पे भी वो आएगा नहीं. ओके, सो यू कैन रिमूव योर स्ट्रेस, योर एंजाइटी. ओके, एंड ऑल्सो ऑल द फिजिकल लेवल का जो हार्ट अटैक है उसको भी योगा में कहा गया है कि ये साइकोसोमैटिक है. आपका किडनी फेलर है ना, ऑल दिस योगा में उसको साइकोसोमैटिक बताया है कि अगर आप योगा करते रहोगे तो ये बीमारी आपको आएगी नहीं, और अगर आ गई है तो थ्रू योगा यू कैन रिड्यूस द सिम्टम्स ऑफ दैट. एंड थ्रू मेडिटेशन यू विल गेट अ डीप रिलैक्सेशन. इससे आपका इंसोमनिया, नींद नहीं आती है ना, मेंटल क्लियरिटी, आपकी मेमोरी एनहांस हो जाएगी, आपका मेंटल और फिजिकल जो कोऑर्डिनेशन है वो ज्यादा बेटर हो जाएगा थ्रू प्रैक्टिसिंग मेडिटेशन. And there are Shatakarma also. It is a special practice which is not given in Ashtanga Yoga. This practice developed afterwards in the Hatha Yoga. It is a internal body cleansing. Through air or through water, you are cleansing your internal body. And it is very effective. Like ये practices करके आपको immediately you can feel the effect. बाकी सब योगा प्रैक्टिसेस में 1 घंटा आपने किया तो थोड़ा इफेक्ट आया, बट आप 1 दिन भी करोगे तो आपको तुरंत उसका बेनिफिट दिखाई देता है. एंड इट इज नोन एज शटकर्मा. लाइक नेति, नौली, बस्ती, नाक में पानी डाल के उसको क्लीन करना. तो अगर आपको सर्दी हुई है, कोल्ड कफ है, इमीडिएटली यू कैन क्लीन योर नेसल पैसेज. ओके, एंड इट इज अ वेरी गुड डिटॉक्स मेथड इन द योगा. इससे आपके जितने टॉक्सिन्स है वो पूरे निकल जाएंगे. आपको एसिडिटी है, हाइपर एसिडिटी है, साइनस है, हार्टबर्न है, constipation है, migraine है, immediately it works on that. Okay, so it is also very good practice in Shatakarma to clean your internal body. अब हमने योगा के इतने सारे चीजें देख ली है, थियरी में कर ली है. So we have 25 minutes to practice practical part also. तो उसमें हम लोग, if there is question answer, so first I will go question answer. Okay. If yoga is not done under professional supervision, it may lead to more harm than good. Is this true? Yes, because all the pranayam practices, all the asanas are, it has one alignment, and every asanas has effect on your muscular level. And also if you do with breathing, अगर आप breathing involve करके करते हो तब उस आसन का effect और बढ़ जाता है. So how the breathing should be and what is the correct posture, है ना, उसके लिए आपको एक teacher compulsory required है. And also if you have back pain, for that which asan, which posture you should do and which posture you should avoid, उसके लिए भी आपको teacher चाहिए. Also when you are practicing pranayam, आसन अगर आपने कभी थोड़ा गलत किया तो थोड़े दिन की प्रॉब्लम होगी और फिर आपको ठीक हो जाएगा. बट विद द प्राणायाम प्रैक्टिसेस, प्राण इज वाइटल एनर्जी. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, प्राण है तो जिंदा है, प्राण ही नहीं है तो प्राण चले गए मतलब मर गए. तो हमारे प्राणों के साथ हम कुछ गलती नहीं कर सकते. Okay, so for pranayam practices you need to learn what are the preparatory pranayam practices. जब हम प्राणायाम स्टार्ट करते हैं, प्राणायाम करने से पहले how should be your chest movement, how should be your abdominal movement, आपको actually breathing कहाँ से करनी है, stomach से करनी है, chest से करनी है, nostril से करनी है, all these things are there. तो वो अच्छी तरह से समझने के लिए आपको टीचर की वहां पे जरूरत है. Second, how sequence of asanas are determined or follow. Okay. See, there are for every level, there are 3 levels of sadhaka. जब when the practitioners are there, जब आप आसन करने जाते हो तो उसके 3 लेवल है. One is for beginners, जो beginners है जिन्होंने अभी पहली बार योगा ज्वाइन किया है और they have joined recently, उनके लिए अलग सीक्वेंस होता है. और those who are on intermediate level 1 साल 2 साल से कर रहे हैं, and third level is for advanced practitioner, उच्च साधक जो बहुत पहले से कर रहे हैं. तो तीनों के लिए अलग अलग प्रोग्राम होगा. And also what time you are practicing yoga. If you are practicing yoga early in the morning, then I will start with the asana. Maybe you can start with the standing asana, Surya Namaskar. But if you are doing at the end of the day, evening में अगर आप योगा प्रैक्टिसेस कर रहे हो, then you may not start with the asanas because body पूरा दिन ऐसे ही tired है. Then you may start with some relaxation practices and then gradually you can go for the asana practices, physical practices. Okay. What is the importance of mudra? Okay. 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 ठीक है, ये सब चीजें हैं. तो मैं ये सोच रही थोड़ा, ठीक है, ये पहले क्वेश्चन कवर कर लेते हैं. व्हाट आर द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ मुद्रा? मुद्रा इज, डेफिनेशन ऑफ मुद्रा इज मुदम आनंदम ददाति इति मुद्रा. मीन्स कि आपको ऐसा जेस्चर जिसमें आपको हैप्पीनेस आए, जो आपको आनंद दे, ब्लिस की फीलिंग दे, वो मुद्रा है. तो आप जब स्माइल करके आपका फेस ऐसे जाता है, दिस इज योर मुख मुद्रा. तो दैट इज गिविंग यू गुड हैप्पीनेस, है ना. तो वैसे ही योगा में भी बहुत सारे कायिक मुद्रा है. कायिक मुद्रा मीन्स फिजिकल, जो आपके बॉडी से मुद्रा कर सकते हो. हस्त मुद्रा है. ओके, हस्त मुद्रा कर सकते हो, मुख मुद्रा कर सकते हो. एंड व्हेन यू आर परफॉर्मिंग इन द योगा, इट इज फॉर मोर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. जब आप कोई आसन करते हो, प्राणायाम करते हो, स्पेशली ड्यूरिंग द प्राणायाम मेडिटेशन प्रैक्टिसेस, हमारा ध्यान बार बार भाग जाता है. वी आर हियर कॉन्सेंट्रेटिंग एंड सडनली विल गो अवे. बट इफ you are applying any mudra or bandha, it will take your concentration here. Okay, like if you roll your tongue and do any pranayam, तो जब तक वो टंग रोल रहेगा तब तक आप प्राणायाम अच्छे से करोगे. यू विल बी फोकस्ड. आप देखोगे आपका थॉट गया, टंग रिलीज हो जाएगा. और इफ यू आर अडॉप्टिंग एनी ज्ञान मुद्रा, चिन्ह मुद्रा, तो दिस मुद्रा इज, ज्ञान मुद्रा करोगे, इट इज चैनलाइजिंग योर एनर्जी. आपकी जो एनर्जी है वो बॉडी में ही चैनलाइज हो रही है. इट इज नॉट गोइंग आउटसाइड. दैट इज वन पर्पस. एंड सेकेंड पर्पस, इट इज गिविंग यू द मोर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कि आप कंटिन्यू ध्यान में लगे हो. ओके, ये छूट गया मीन्स आपका ध्यान भी छूट गया. सो इट गिव यू एडिशनल बेनिफिट टू एनहांस योर प्राणायाम एंड मेडिटेशन. Okay. and how much time gap should be maintained between having food, water before doing pranayam. Okay. Before asana practices, there should be 2 to 3 hours gap is required. अगर आप आसन करने जा रहे हो तो आपने खाया है तो उसके लिए 3 घंटे का गैप रखिए. That is why asanas should be practiced early in the morning. Okay, उस समय आपका स्टमक खाली होता है, but empty stomach doesn't mean that कि आपने खाना खाया और 2 घंटे बाद आपका पेट खाली हो गया. Here literal like actual meaning of empty stomach is मल शुद्धि. जब आपका मोशन हो जाए तब आपका पेट खाली होता है. That happens early in the morning, तो उस समय सबसे बेस्ट टाइम है मल शुद्धि. एंड प्राणायाम करने के लिए मुख शुद्धि, लाइक ब्रशिंग योर टीथ, क्लीनिंग योर टंग. प्राणायाम करने के पहले मुख शुद्धि करो, आपके ब्रश टीथ क्लीनिंग, टंग क्लीनिंग करो. और आसन करने से पहले मल शुद्धि, मोशन आपका होना चाहिए. पर अगर आप इवनिंग में प्रैक्टिसेस कर रहे हो तो 2 से 3 घंटे का गैप रख के करोगे तो भी चलेगा. ओके. एंड आफ्टर डूइंग asana and pranayam practices, minimum 20 minutes gap is required for bath, for drinking water, or for having your food. Yes, asana pranayam practices can be done anytime, morning से लेके evening तक. Only the thing is you should keep or that sufficient gap. 2 से 3 घंटे का जो गैप है वो करना चाहिए. But there are few pranayams, उसमें अगर 1 घंटे का गैप है तो भी चलेगा. Can we go for walking, jogging after yoga? See, अगर आपको योगा जो है लास्ट में रिलैक्स करता है आपको, तो अगर आपको जॉग करना है, वॉक करना है बिफोर योगा, एज ए वार्म अप यू कैन डू वॉकिंग एंड जॉगिंग, और उसके बाद यू कैन परफॉर्म योगा, बिकॉज योगा ऑलवेज एंड्स विद द रिलैक्सेशन. तो रिलैक्सेशन एक बार कर लिया, फिर से वॉक या जॉग पे जाने के लिए बॉडी को आपको पुश करना पड़ेगा. सो एडवाइजेबल ऐसा होगा कि वॉक जॉग योगा से पहले कर लो, बाद में करना है तो थोड़ा गैप रख के करो. Okay, now we'll do practices. Ashita ji, should we start practices? I don't know how many people are there. So we'll do simple breathing practices. We have 15 minutes. And we'll do simple meditation and simple pranayam practices, okay, which all can do, and through which this is actually preparatory breathing practices. आपके body को prepare कैसे करना है प्राणायाम से पहले, how to do correct breathing, okay, सिर्फ वो learn करते हैं. So everyone you can start. Okay, so sit straight. आप जो भी comfortable position में आप बैठे हो, जहां बैठे हो, sit straight. सिर्फ आपके spine को straight कर लीजिए. And also you can keep your right hand on the stomach. आपका जो navel है उसको ना उस पे रखिए, right palm on the stomach, on your navel. Okay. Now you are going to perform abdominal breathing. Okay, or it is also known as diaphragmic breathing. Take long and deep inhalation, लंबा गहरा श्वास लीजिए, and stomach out. Fill your stomach like balloon. Now exhale slowly, stomach inside. Take long and deep breath, stomach out. Breathe out slowly and stomach in. श्वास भरते हुए पेट को बाहर निकालिए, बलून की तरह उसे फुलाइए, और धीरे धीरे श्वास छोड़ते हुए पेट को अंदर की तरफ लीजिए. So with inhalation your stomach is going out, and with the exhalation your stomach is going in. Inhale, stomach out. Exhale, stomach in. So this is for correcting your breathing. श्वास लेते समय या छोड़ते समय आपका abdominal movement कैसा होना चाहिए, you are correcting that. So during inhale and exhale, how should be your abdominal movement? Learn that. train your abdomen, train your breathing, or coordinate your breathing to your stomach. So whenever you are inhaling, your stomach should go out. And whenever you are exhaling, it should go in. This is a very simple breathing practice through which you can train your breathing, how to do correct breathing. And also it utilizes your lower lobe of your lungs. आपका जो lungs है, हम उसको अगर 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड करेंगे तो जो उसका सबसे नीचे वाला हिस्सा है, द लोअर लोब, ये ब्रीदिंग करने से लोअर लोब एक्टिव होता है, उसका फंक्शन बढ़ जाता है. Okay. Now relax. We'll go to the second part. Second part is chest breathing. How to utilize your chest during the breathing. Okay. So you can keep your other left hand on the chest. आपके left palm को chest पे रखिए. And feel the chest movement. Now synchronize your chest movement with your nostril breathing. Inhale your chest outside and upward. Exhale your chest inward and downward. लंबा गहरा श्वास लेते हुए चेस्ट को ऊपर और बाहर की ओर लाइए. धीरे धीरे श्वास छोड़ते हुए चेस्ट को नीचे और अंदर की ओर लाइए. Inhale chest outside upward. Exhale chest inward and downward. Continue breathing. Inhale chest up. Exhale chest down. Continue. Synchronize your nostril breathing with your chest movement. So when you are doing thoracic breathing or chest breathing, it is utilizing your middle lobe of your lungs. आपके lungs का जो बीच वाला हिस्सा है उसको utilize करने के लिए है, उसके function को enhance करने के लिए है. And also you are learning the correct technique of breathing. श्वास भरते समय chest movement कैसा होना चाहिए, you are learning through this. Last 2 breathing. Breathe out and relax. Normal breathing. Now the third breathing we will see that clavicular breathing, collarbone breathing. The breathing from the upper lobe. आपका जो lungs है उसका जो upper lobe है उसको usually हम लोग utilize नहीं करते. And today also when you will inhale, you will not be able to feel much. आप पहली बार कर रहे हो तो शायद आपको पता भी ना चले कि मैं upper lobe से breathe कर रहा हूँ. But through the practices you can start utilizing your upper lobe of your lungs also. So you can feel the upper chest. Keep your palms on the upper chest near the collarbone. Okay. Now inhale from upper chest, from your collarbone, your shoulders slightly upward and behind. Exhale, relax your shoulders, collarbone, upper chest. लंबा गहरा श्वास लेते हुए अपर चेस्ट को, कॉलर बोन को, शोल्डर्स को ऊपर और पीछे लाइए. धीरे धीरे श्वास छोड़ते हुए शोल्डर्स को, कॉलर बोन को, अपर चेस्ट को रिलैक्स कीजिए. इनहेल फ्रॉम अपर चेस्ट, कॉलर बोन, शोल्डर्स, अपवर्ड बिहाइंड. Exhale, relax your shoulders, collarbone, upper chest. Continue breathing. utilizing your upper lobe of your lungs. Breathe out and relax. Normal breathing. Now we'll practice all these three breathings together, which is known as yogic deep breathing. कोविड में ये ब्रीदिंग बहुत ही ज्यादा पॉपुलर हुआ था, योगिक डीप ब्रीदिंग, बिकॉज इट एनहांसेस योर इम्यूनिटी ऑल्सो. और आपके जिनको कोविड हो गया था, दे वर नॉट एबल टू ब्रीथ प्रॉपरली, एंड दिस इज वेरी वेरी इजी एंड वेरी हेल्पफुल ब्रीदिंग. ओके, so today we will learn this also. So keep one hand on the stomach and one hand on the chest. आपका एक palm stomach पे रखिए, दूसरा palm chest पे रखिए. Take long and deep inhalation. Stomach out, chest out, shoulders upward and behind. Breathe out slowly. Relax your shoulders, chest, stomach inside. लंबा गहरा श्वास लेते हुए पेट बाहर लाइए, चेस्ट बाहर लाइए, शोल्डर्स को ऊपर और पीछे की ओर ले जाइए. धीरे धीरे श्वास छोड़ते हुए शोल्डर्स रिलैक्स, चेस्ट रिलैक्स, स्टमक इनसाइड. इनहेल, स्टमक आउट, चेस्ट आउट, shoulders up and behind. Exhale, relax your shoulders, chest, stomach inside. So श्वास भरते हुए स्टमक चेस्ट बाहर लाइए और धीरे धीरे श्वास छोड़ते हुए स्टमक चेस्ट अंदर लाइए. Continue breathing practice. Name of breathing is yogic deep breathing. It is for utilizing your three lobe of your lungs. आपके पूरे lungs को utilize करने के लिए है, आपकी breathing को correct करने के लिए है. It makes your breathing correct and rhythmic. Last round. Breathe out and relax. Now we'll go to meditation, guided meditation. Eyes closed. Relax your whole body, but keep your mind alert and attentive. Your breathing is natural, normal. Now bring awareness on your nostril breathing. Feel your every inhalation. Feel your every exhalation. अपनी हर अंदर जाती और बाहर जाती श्वास पर ध्यान लगाइए. When you are inhaling, feel the cool and fresh air entering in your nostril. जब आप श्वास अंदर लेंगे, शीतल और शुद्ध वायु को नासिका के अंदर महसूस कीजिए. When you exhale, feel the warm air going out through your nostril. जब आप श्वास बाहर छोड़ेंगे, गर्म वायु को अपर लिप्स पे महसूस कीजिए. Feel warm air at tip of your nostril on your upper lips. When you inhale, cool air. When you exhale, warm. Not a single breath should go in or go out without your awareness. Complete awareness on your breathing. Now take a deep breath with smile. Breathe out with smile. Now feel the gratitude in your mind. Feel the gratitude towards your Guru, towards your God, towards your parents. Feel the gratitude towards your sibling, towards your neighbor. Feel the gratitude towards your plants, towards your animal. Feel the gratitude those who are helping you. Feel yourself full of gratitude. Now we will end with Tri Omkar chanting. Take a deep breath. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms. Cup your eyes. Remove your hands and gently open your eyes. Thank you, everyone. If there is any other question, we can take that. Okay. So here the sequence of asana somebody has asked about. Okay, so according to your practice, like are you beginners or intermediate level or advanced level, you can choose your practice. Initially, you start with warm-up, Sukshma Vayam, and then gradually you go for standing, sitting, and lying down asana. Okay, this is very common sequence, but according to the body and according to the practice and what time you are practicing, that is also important. Okay, Ashita ma'am, hope everything is covered. If anything else is left, please let me know. Can't hear you, ma'am. Can we accept our natural breathing unconditionally? Yes, you can, but first check your natural breathing is correct or not. Usually, most of the people, they are doing wrong breathing practice when they enter into the yoga class, they come to know. So today we did how to do correct breathing. So whenever you are inhaling, if your stomach is going out, then it is a correct breathing. जैसे बलून होता है, बलून का एग्जाम्पल याद रखेंगे, बलून में हम हवा डालते हैं तो बलून फूल जाता है, वैसे ही हमारा स्टमक बलून है, उसमें इनहेल किया तो वो फूल गया. If in this way you are doing, then you are doing correct breathing. Okay, so when you are doing natural breathing also, just check whether your stomach is going out or in. Yes, Ashita ma'am, sorry, you please carry on.
Ashita, are you there? Ashita, we can't hear you. Ashita, you are not audible.
Okay, some has asked one also tend to do work. Okay, yes, you can do yoga with other exercises. There is nothing to harm. Okay, you can do your weightlifting or aerobics and you can continue with the yoga practices. How can we overcome snoring? In yoga, there is Kapalbhati. It is a very famous practice, exhalation forceful. That is very, very effective practice for snoring. Like within a week, you can stop snoring if you do. And in Shatakarma, there is Jalneti, cleansing the nasal passage. That is also very effective. After doing 1 or 2 days also, you can stop snoring. बहुत ज़्यादा effective है. Also, but there are little limitations for that. आपको high BP नहीं होना चाहिए, hernia नहीं होना चाहिए. है ना? There are certain limitations. अगर आपको वो नहीं है तो आप practice कर सकते हो. When you don't sleep well and in yoga practice for that, yes, yoga nidra is always best. For there is a guided sleep, okay, which is start from 20 minutes till 45 minutes, 1 hour also. तो वो practice करके बहुत जल्दी नींद आ जाती है आपको. And there are other pranayam practices which are very helpful for this sleep. Yes, when you don't sleep well, any yoga practice for that, sir, we did last practice, that is the yogic deep breathing. That is the best practice if you do. Or this guided meditation of breathing awareness, it also helps to bring your sleep immediately. These are very helpful practices. Just focus on your breathing or correct your breathing. Abdominal breathing you can do, yogic deep breathing you can do, which we did today. वो करके भी आपको बहुत जल्दी नींद आ जाती है. बट इफ यू टॉक अबाउट सम मेडिटेशन, अदर गाइडेड मेडिटेशन और जप मेडिटेशन, देयर आर वेरियस अदर वे. तो आपको जो अच्छा लगे आप वो कर सकते हैं.
Can chakras have any connection with yoga?
Yes, chakras are like this Hatha yoga is based on chakras only, awakening your kundalini shakti. There are 2 ways of getting that yoga. पहले तो क्या था, सिर्फ मेडिटेशन करके भी आप योगा का अल्टीमेट गोल अचीव कर सकते हो, दैट हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ कंसंट्रेशन, बट दैट वाज टू डिफिकल्ट. नाउ डेज पीपल फाइंड दैट इज टू डिफिकल्ट कि आंख बंद करके बैठ जाना इज नॉट पॉसिबल. हियर हठ योगा कम्स. हठ योगा मींस फिजिकल से स्टार्ट करते हुए, बॉडी से स्टार्ट करते हुए स्पिरिचुअलिटी तक जाना. So by practicing Shatakarma, by practicing asana, by practicing pranayam, when you practice these 3, you can start activating your chakras. जो प्राणायाम practices का higher level है, that is for activating your chakras. तो हम लोग बचपन में अगर किसी ने शक्तिमान देखा होगा तो वो है ना, एक एक शक्ति एक्टिवेट हो रही है. That is the pranayam practices. प्राणायाम practices में मुद्रा और बंध जैसे ही अप्लाई करते हो, धीरे धीरे वो चक्रास एक्टिव होते हैं. बट इट टेक्स लॉन्ग टाइम और उसके जो प्रिकॉशंस है आपको लेने पड़ेंगे आपको.
Can it be done in sleeping position?
This yogic deep breathing can be done in sleeping position as well also. Whatever breathing practices today we did, all breathing practices you can do in the sleeping also, lying down, in the sitting also.
Do we
And-
have any more question?
No, I think so.
Okay.
Sushma ma'am very exhaustively took us through the entire session, right from basics to advanced, and the way you have taken the breathing exercises as well as guided meditation was commendable. This being a yoga week, I do understand that you were totally caught up with all the activities under your institute, and still you have taken your valuable time for us. It's really, really very commendable. Please accept our heartfelt gratitude on behalf of
Thank you,
Chambers.
ma'am. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much. And also, if there is any other question, because there are lots of misconception in the yoga. Okay, so in the future also, if you have any, you can ask, and I'm here, always here to guide you. To if you are taking right path. Am I audible, na, Ashita ji?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So if you are taking right path in the yoga and if you found a good teacher, अगर आपको एक अच्छा टीचर मिल जाता है जिसने बिगिनिंग में आपको गाइड किया, तब आप कभी भी योगा से पीछे नहीं आते हो. आई हैव सीन इन माय 18-20 years करियर कि जिसने एक बार योगा में जो आ गया, थोड़े समय के लिए मे बी यू फाइंड कि मैं ये करूंगा वो करूंगा, बट अल्टीमेटली यू कम बैक टू योगा, क्योंकि उसमें जो मेंटल पीस और रिलैक्सेशन है. सबसे पहली बात तो योगा में कोई लिमिटेशन नहीं कि ऐसा करो, सब में इसमें कैसा है कि वॉट एवर लेवल यू आर ऑन दैट लेवल यू आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट. जरूरी नहीं कि जो ना आपका लेवल यू हैव जस्ट स्टार्टेड तो वो लेवल पे करो, एकदम सिंपल लेवल पे करो एंड डू एज मच एज यू कैन, यथाशक्ति. सबसे पहले वो इम्पोर्टेंट याद रखना है कि जितना आपसे होता है उतना ही करना है, कभी भी पुश पुल नहीं करना है. तो उसकी वजह से ये बहुत धीरे धीरे अच्छी तरह से आप में अडॉप्ट भी होने लगता है, और सिर्फ थोड़ा भी करते हो तो भी आपको बेनिफिट मिलता है. अगर आपने 5 मिनट भी किया तो भी उसका बेनिफिट आपको मिलेगा. ऐसा है. थैंक यू
very
अशिता
much,
जी,
ma'am.
थैंक यू विजय सर, थैंक यू प्रेमल जी,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
थैंक यू
Sushma ji.
एंड थैंक यू. और somebody is asking institute, it is आरंभ योगा इंस्टीट्यूट. अशिता मैम से आप ले सकते हो अगर आपको कुछ भी इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए. Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity to connect so many people. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you for the excellent exposition of the subject.
I hope बहुत ज्यादा हैवी नहीं हो, क्योंकि थियरी था तो मुझे बहुत कंसर्न था because new people they don't like theory in yoga, they more like practices, but अशिता मैम ने बहुत कहा था कि थियरी, so I hope कुछ हेल्प हुआ होगा आप सभी को.
So no, ma'am, we were having a concern that since people are doing from home, तो कुछ हो ना जाए. So for that we had to take a concern.
Yes ma'am, कोई बात नहीं मैम. Yes, but we can do online Zoom session also, जिसमें वो visible हो and we can see them. So simple practices we can do sometime, no problem. Okay, I'm always here.
Thank you so much, madam.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir. Thank you. Should
Thank
I leave?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.